The start of Syria's brutal civil war. It estimated that more than 140,000 people have died in the war. According to the UN, more than 2.5 million Syrians have sought refuge from the bloody conflict in neighboring countries, which are struggling to cope with the human tide. Millions more have been displaced within Syria. And while there is still no end in sight to the violence, the world is not staying silent on this anniversary. From art campaigns to candlelight vigils, organizers are working across the globe to let Syria know it is not being forgotten. Atika Schubert has a look at all of those efforts.
A global movement to mark a moving moment. Artist Banksy and actor Idris Elba are helping to commemorate the ongoing suffering of Syria.
On March 15th, 2014, the world will wake up to the 3rd anniversary of the bloody conflict in Syria.
Campaigners have organized candle vigils around the world and projected Banksy's painting onto iconic buildings. From Zatari refugee camp in Jordan to Capitol Hill in Washington, shrines in South Korea, and Nelson's column in London, people are thinking about the civil war that continues to take lives every day by the thousands.
And every day it goes on, the situation on the ground gets worse and worse. Lives are being shattered, children's lives are being forgotten.
A simple image, but a clear sign. The sense of being released symbolizes hope. By recreating and reposting the image using the hashtag #WithSyria, it shines a light across the scope of social media. Also going viral this week is this video from Save the Children, reaching over 25 million views.
Happy birthday to you.
It shows viewers that no matter where you are or which vigil you attend, the current crisis remains, and the suffering is nowhere near to an end. Atika Schubert, CNN, London.
And that does it for us here at the International Desk. I'm Lolita Vasilova. I'll be right back to check the headlines after a short break.
Phone stop.
I am not a morning person.
I hate early mornings.
Odbierz. Jadę, już jestem w drodze.
So cold.
Oh, it's freezing.
I'll never get used to this. The wind. Headwind is the worst.
Boczny wiatr nie lubię go.
Wrong pocket.
Wrong wax. Złe szkła.
I will never land this.
Too tired.
My whole body hurts. Every muscle hurts.
I can't sleep.
But you know what my real problem is? I hate losing.
Prime Minister, welcome to the program. Thank you for joining me. Prime Minister Cameron, President Obiang, Ambassador Brahimi. Mr. President, welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. Do you admit at least that there have been mistakes made? Is Libya a failing state? I want to know your position on the Holocaust. Do you accept what it was? Do you think if Angela Merkel wasn't a woman, she would get this amount of pushback? No.
Arm and Paul, weeknights on CNN.
Join me every month to explore vital innovations that could help us all stay healthy. On the first edition of Vital Signs, we're checking out 3D printing to see how it's changing the face of medicine.
Vital Signs with Dr. Sanjay Gupta, Wednesday on CNN, in association with Dubai Healthcare City.
I'm Anderson Cooper, and this is CNN.
Hello, everybody. I'm Relitsa Vasilova from the CNN Center with a quick check of the headlines. Ukraine says that dozens of Russian troops in 6 helicopters and several armored vehicles have crossed into the country's Kherson region, which borders Crimea. They entered the tiny village of Strelkove. A regional governor says Ukrainian troops and border guards repelled Russian troops, pushing them back into the Crimean border village of Chongar. But the border guards there say that the Russian troops are still in the Ukrainian village. A resolution denouncing Sunday's referendum in the Crimean Peninsula on breaking away and joining Russia has failed to pass the UN Security Council. It was blocked by a lone no vote from Russia. 13 other members voted in favor of the measure, which called the Crimean vote invalid. China abstained. As the search for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 moves into a second week, it is now focusing on a vast stretch of land and sea west of Malaysia. Malaysia's Prime Minister says it is likely that someone on board deliberately turned the flight around and intentionally steered it off course. 239 people were on board. And those are the headlines. I'm Relitsa Vasilova. Inside Africa starts right now.